Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Moncton Miist expansion mode. We're recording another one tonight. Doing a bunch of videos today. I just finished a pop haul, which you guys will see sometime during this week. I'm not sure when it's going up. This is the second Moncton video of the day. I haven't done a Minnesota one yet for tomorrow's upload, which was technically yesterday's upload for you guys, but just figured I'm do a bunch of recording. The girlfriend's away for a couple of days, so I'm basically free. I got off early at work today, so I did some pop and squish hunting by myself. Let me just fix my light. So yeah, very excited to show you guys what I got in the next couple of weeks. So let's hop into this. Of course, in the last video, the last Moncton video, I had mentioned how this could be the last video of the Moncton Miist series. Now we'll see what happens. Yeah, we could be ending the season or the series here in this season. We're obviously quite a far ways ahead. So quickly, I would like to go and take a look at the Moncton Miist franchise point or the franchise leaders because it's been a while. So Nathan MacKinnon with 957 points obviously leads our team. Liam Foudy and Ryan Donato are tied at 11 seasons, but Foudy will pass Donato next season, whether we play it or not. MacKinnon leads with assists at 518. Games played, Foudy and Donato tied at 902, but again, Foudy will pass Donato. Excuse me. I didn't realize Liam Foudy has been here that long. That's crazy. So, obviously, this is only Ryan Donato's first season not with us, so if he was playing, he'd be at 12 seasons, and he'd be at 984 games with us. But penalty minutes. Terrence Cross with 672. Vic Ranger with the most shutouts and most wins currently and through the franchise history. And MacKinnon with 439 goals. So obviously quite a lot of the same names there, which I'm very happy about. I really have grown quite fondly of Liam Foudy from this series. I love Terrence Cross. He's honestly sick. That's also a really cool name. And MacKinnon, yeah, I've grown a great fond addiction to using MacKinnon now in franchise, so he is incredible. And of course, Ryan Donato as well, what a beast for us. So very, very cool checking that stuff out, just since I haven't checked it out in a little while. So now, I guess quickly, let's update our team. I'll update you guys on our team because we're going to potentially the last playoffs of the franchise. So let's see, Maxwell Ritu with Nathan MacKinnon and Terrence Cross on that top line. Worst comes to worst, I can change some things around to make that a little more even throughout our top six, but very, very good top line. Then Pillman, Foudy, and Bowers make up the second line, which honestly, I really like that second line. Third line of Harold, Chekovich, and Gauthier. And the fourth line of Lundberg, Ratcliffe, and Koistinen, of course. Isaac Ratcliffe, a natural-born playoff performer for the Moncton Miist. You take a look at his stats, 35 points in 89 games with 20 goals. I mean, obviously, that's not great playoff stats, but for a fourth-line center, that's very good because he just never gets more than third-line ice time. Chekovich, I just saw, is down to an 81, which is surprising. But defensively, Nicholas Baudin with Bill DiPietro makes up the top pairing, then Adam Boqvist and Ty Smith on the second pairing, and Clegg and Ernie on the third pairing. And then the goaltending, of course, Vic Ranger back again. Hopefully will be able to carry us to more playoff wins this season. He had his best playoff run last season. Obviously, we made it to the second round last year, and it was his best playoff performance, so I'm hoping he can bring that into this season once again. But yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens. We've been close to a Stanley Cup before. We do have a Stanley Cup under our belt as well, but actually, before we start the simulation, I would like to take a look at what the New York Islanders look like nowadays. Holy Joseph Conley, or Jared Conley, sorry. Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. He needs help. He doesn't have a lot of help on that team. Oh my. Is their decor good? Meh. It's not that bad, but damn, they definitely need help. Holy. Conley is low-key so alone. Oh my god. Alright, so let's go take a look at the Islanders. The New York Islanders. Teuvo Teravainen now doing an 80 overall. Matt Barzal only an 84. That's very odd. Vitaly Kravtsov at an 86. That is the highest overall forward on this team, which is very surprising. Then Luke Kunin and Noel Edwards and Solomon Crawford makes the second line. Vyacheslav Khudobin, David Gustafson, Victor McGillney, the third line. Then Pierre Picard, Jack McElhaney, and Logan Shambalopoulos, such a sick name, is the fourth line. Defensively, we've got Jeffrey Keane and Dante Fabro, Seth Jones, Yuri Kavanov, and then Owen Brismanis and John Marino. Goaltending, Colton Ellis and Drake Harper. So this team really isn't that great. It's honestly kind of surprising they made the playoffs. 43-34-5 isn't a bad record, really, but that team isn't that impressive. And, of course, I think we finished third in the league this season. Let's take a look, because I actually never ended up checking in the last episode. We actually finished second in the league. And let's see, where did the Islanders finish? They finished 16th, or 15th, sorry. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're, they look pretty solid. Like, they're a very well-rounded team, but no real superstars. So we'll see how that affects us. So let's go, guys. Period number 1 of series number 1 of game number 1. Outshooting them 17-9, but no goals in the first period. Second period now, no goals again. We're outshooting them 29-17. And just starting the sim made me think of last night's game. Well, I guess for you guys it'll be a couple of days ago, but Victor McGillney gets the first goal of the game. But, man, Canada brutalized Germany last night. It was unreal. I literally would walk away for a couple of minutes, and it was just goal after goal after goal. And speaking of goal after goal after goal, there we go. The Islanders just opened it up in the third period, and we had no answer to the goaltender of Colton Ellis. A 41 save shutout from a 77 overall goalie. Is that really how this series is going to end, guys? Is that really how this series is going to end? Are we going to go down to a 77 overall goaltender? Oh, God, I hope not. Jesus. All right, game number 2 now. Can we get on the score sheet? Jesus Christ, we can. Okay, so Chekovich with 2, McKinnon with 2, and Pillman with 1. We had 2 power play goals. And, yeah, Colton Ellis let 3 goals in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. So he was gone. Now Harper's in, and he's let up 2 already. We outshot them 18-6. A 5-goal first period, though. Jesus. Make it 6-0. Liam Foudy. I mean, I'm just going to quick sim this game because I think this game is over. 8-0. Foudy shorthanded, and McKinnon completes a hat trick to give us an 8-0 win, outshooting the Islanders 47-24. Holy shit. Vic Ranger with a 24 save shutout. That was a statement game. We were pissed. We just couldn't get one by Ellis in the last game. And yeah, we brought that one back in hella fashion. That was a beating. So now we go to the island. Let's see what we can do here. Can we get a 2-1 series lead? We get a goal. I didn't even start the simulation yet. Excuse me, guys. Maxwell Ritu. Yeah, okay. Pretty good start so far. Continuing on with the first period, Ritu gets 2 back-to-back goals and gets a hat trick in the first. McKinnon with the power play goal, and Kravtsov and Kunin gets the 2 goals for the Islanders. We're actually getting outshot right now, but Harper is in net once again. Ellis was already pulled. Excuse me, guys. Man, I've been having some issues with my allergies lately, and you can tell, I'm sure. So, Kunin with a goal and Bowers with a goal. So we're still up 5-3. But yeah, a very goal-heavy game so far. Vitaly Kravtsov gets his second of the night. Harold gets his first postseason goal. God, I am struggling right now. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Oh, man. Sorry. Jesus. Okay, so Chekovich gets another goal to make it 7-4, but I'm guessing that will be the end of this game, and it will be 36-31 with the shots in favor of your Moncton Miist. Maxwell Ritu with 3 goals, Terrace Cross with 4 assists. I mean, he hasn't scored yet, but he probably has like 9 assists. Okay, well, maybe not, but um, cool. 2-1 series lead. We have been outscoring them 15-7 so far through the first 3 games. Obviously, we dropped 15 on them in only 2 games, so hopefully we can continue to do it here in game number 4. Let's see. First period, Petri Pillman gets the goal. Second period, Nicholas Boda and Crawford for the Islanders get the goals, but we still have the lead only by 1 goal. Can we add it with the power play? We can't. Or can we add to it with on the power play is what I meant to say. We have another power play chance. Unable to do it. Matt Barzal makes it a 2-2 game. And, yeah, well, I mean, unfortunate. Down to 1 minute of regulation, and we will be going to overtime for the first time in this series. So let's see what happens. Do we get a 3-1 series lead, or will it be 2-2 heading back to Moncton? Hopefully, it will be a 3-1, and it will be Harold with another goal. I don't remember his first name. I'm sorry, buddy. I think it's Connor, maybe. But there we go. Another win under the belt of your Moncton Miist, and we're edging closer and closer to the end of this series. We've got 3 chances to close it out. Can we do it? Let's see. Honestly, still upset that we lost a game against this team just because of how strong our team is compared to theirs, but what can you do? First period of game number 5. Ritu, Pillman, Ernie, Cross, Lundberg. 5 goals in the first again. Ellis was pulled again. Harper is in net. We are outshooting them 15-4. That means we are scoring on a third of our shots. Jesus, 1 in every 3 shots we're scoring a goal. Second period now, it's still 5-0. We're outshooting them 26-16, and I think this is the end of the series, guys, but we might as well slow sim it just to see if it really will be or not. A power play opportunity for us. We were unable to capitalize, but we have double their shots currently, which is just crazy to think about. Not looking like we'll blow them out 8-0 again, but 5-0 is still okay with me. 43 shots from Moncton. And I mean, yeah, I was going to say, Harper actually turned that game into a pretty even game. 3 assists from Foodie there, and Vic Ranger with his second shutout of the postseason this season. And already McKinnon is almost a double point per game player and almost a goal per game. We are moving on to the second round to face the, let's see, we've got a game 7 over in the West. We will be facing the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nice. I don't think we've played Toronto yet, and obviously that is my favorite team, so that's exciting. 50-29-3 from them. Very good. They were 10-0-0 to end off their season in the regular season. We've got Carolina and Washington in the second round. As well, we have Minnesota and Winnipeg, and Calgary and Dallas. So, very, very interesting. Quickly, though, let's go and take a look at this team, or these teams' point stats so far. So, McKinnon with 9 points in 5 games. Cross with 7. Ritu with 6, as well as Chekovich with 6, so he's doing very well. Foodie, a point per game, and then Pillman, Harold, and Bodin with 4 points. Bowers with 3, Lundberg, Gauthier, Smith, Clegg with 2, Ernie, DiPietro, Boqvist with 1, Ratcliffe, Koistinen yet to get points so far. Then the goaltending, Vic Ranger, 934 and a 1.77 with only 9 goals against. That is a very, very good stat line. I would like to check out the Islanders because both of the goalies struggled. Oh my god. Colton Ellis almost had a 5 GAA. Jesus Christ. I mean, not that Harper was really much better, but he was the better goalie. Jesus. I mean, yeah, he had a banger of a first game. If we had blown them out in that first game, obviously it would have only been a 4-game series, but still, Ellis would have been just destroyed. Well, anyways, let's start getting on with the simulation after we take a look at what the Toronto Maple Leafs look like in 2032. I believe we're in the second half of the season, so... Alright, Moises Heatley, of course, yes, he had a great season this year, 118 points from him. Very, very good, and I mean... Noah Matthews, Marner is getting it down there and overall, as well as Nylander. But yeah, Jake DeBrusk is a Maple Leaf. Yeah, that's interesting. But similar story here to the Islanders. I feel like this team just doesn't match up to ours. Although at least Toronto has that superstar in Moises Heatley. So Logan Brown and Mitch Marner continue out their top line. So pretty old top line. I mean, I guess ours kind of is too for the most part. Then Jake DeBrusk with Brett Harrison and William Nylander. Don't know why Lapierre is on the third line, but he's playing with Ilya Saprikin, who is a 75 overall, and Luke Setaguchi, who's a 79 overall. Then Carter Avery, who's a 77. Nicholas Ottoson, who's a 78. And then Sonny Milano, he's pretty good. How much is Moises making? Holy shit. Marner's making a lot still. Nylander's making a lot. Oh my. Sorry, that was probably so loud, but holy shit, Sonny Milano. I was wondering why they have no players here, because I figured they must have a huge cap or some huge cap hits. But yeah, Sonny Milano hurts. Oh, this decor. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Rasmus Sandin up to an 87. Morgan Riley down to an 81. The poor guy just wants to get a cup. I don't know if Toronto's won a cup in this franchise or not. Wow. Morgan Riley, a great career, honestly. And there we go. Axel Anderson with Jake Wallman on that second pair. And then Karel Kuta and Brendan DeBoer, or DeBoer, yeah, I don't know, on the third pairing. And then Samu Lorikainen is struggling so far this year, but another 77 overall goalie we get to go up against. And then Frederick McAmmond, a 65 overall backup. So Toronto must have literally no cap space, but even then, sign a goalie. I'm sure you could sign one that's much better than what your starter is for a very cheap price, probably even a two-way deal. So let's hop into the series. Of course, we've got home ice in this series. I think we have home ice in the rest of the playoffs. I don't remember who was first, though, to be honest, so we can take a look at that after. So let's go. Period number 1 of series number 2. Nothing so far. We're outshooting them 15-6. All right, second period now. We are winning 2-1. Terrence Cross and Petri Pillman with our goals, and Logan Brown with theirs. So Logan Brown, wow, a great answer to our goal 14 seconds later. But we're still outshooting them as well by a few shots, about a handful of shots. Power plays on both sides of things, but we actually get a goal. Petri Pillman on the power play gives us a 2-goal lead. And so far, this series seems to be a lot more normal, and Isaac Ratcliffe, our best playoff performer, gets on the board. Hendrix Lapierre makes it a 2-goal game. There's still plenty of time to go. So Toronto is in this, but Liam Foudy probably shuts that or throws that out the window. So 42 shots from Moncton. A good way to end that game. 42-26. We win 5-2. Pillman with 2 goals, Beaudin with 3 assists, and Foudy with 2 points. Man, I love Liam Foudy. Honestly, I really love this team. I really, really love this team. And I mean, so far, we're doing pretty well in this postseason, and I really, really hope to continue that. So let's go. Game number 2 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Can we get a 2-0 series lead? Starting off, Vic Ranger lets in a goal by Mitch Marner. So 1-0 very early into the game there, 40 seconds in. I mean, still though, 12 saves from Ranger. You can't really complain about that. We didn't get enough shots that period. Let's go. Second period, still 1-0 for Toronto. We are losing as we head to the third. We're down in the shot category as well, but can we tie this game? That is the question. And we can. Terrence Cross with the goal, the new captain. He wants a cup. He wants his second cup. And Maxwell Ritu gets a goal as well. Shows us that was a great signing. Even the $11 million or $13 million he's making, 2-1. And Ty Smith with an empty netter gets his first goal of the postseason. And there we go, guys. We have a 2-0 series lead. Unfortunately for Toronto, I should say, Vic Ranger has been doing pretty damn well. You cannot complain about that. So yeah, there we go. We might as well continue on. Both the series currently in the East are 2-0. I couldn't see the West, but we now head to the ACC. Well, I say the ACC, but you know what I'm talking about, the Scotiabank Center. Let's go. First period in Toronto. We're up 1-0. Nathan McKinnon gets a goal. We're getting outshot 14-9. Second period now. Still 1-0. So Lorikainen is doing much better than Colton Ellis was doing over on the island. Mitch Marner ties the game to make it 1-1. Okay, a power play opportunity for Moncton. We did not score on it. The shots are basically even halfway through the third period. It's a very close game. Honestly, this series has been much closer than the Islanders series, and Shane Bowers with a late goal could give us the game-winning goal, but no, Harrison, I think it was Brett Harrison, gets a tying goal not too long after that to keep Toronto in this game, and we're actually heading to overtime, guys, so let's see what happens in the overtime frame. We are still getting outshot, but it doesn't matter. Koistinen gets a goal early in the overtime frame to give us the win, and Vic Ranger, top star once again. I mean, he's been playing very, very well. Obviously, Koistinen, biggest goal of his career, getting an overtime winner to give us a 3-0 series lead. Both series in the East have a 3-0 series lead as well as one in the West. So, very interesting. All right, guys, let's go. First period of game number 4, again in Toronto. We're up 2-0 though. Chekovich and Bowers with the goals. We're getting outshot, surprisingly enough, considering the first period we had. Vic Rangers has been standing on his head so far. Let's go. Second period. We're off 5-1. Logan Brown makes it close, but then DiPietro, Harold, and Ritu all get goals. Excuse me, Jesus. All get goals to make it 5-1. We're out shooting them 25-20, and it's looking like that will be the end of this series. We had a power play. They now have a power play, and we score right after the power play anyways. Isaac Ratcliffe, Shane Bowers gets his third goal in the last 2 games, and it is now a 7-1 game. We have completely blown out Toronto to end this series here, and you cannot complain about that at all. Will we hit 40 shots? We will. 42 shots, what seems to be like the 18th time in this postseason. Shane Bowers with 2, Chekovich with 3 points, and Vic Ranger. Great series, man. Holy shit. 3-1 series in both of the series in in the Western Conference, and a 3-1 series with the Capitals and Hurricanes. So, bit of a story here going on now. Let's go check out the AHL because we're heading to the conference finals. So, we're actually playing Charlotte, which we could be playing Carolina up in the NHL as well. That'll be very interesting. So let's see what happens. We win. Oh my God, Mauricio Severson, 17 points in 9 games. Holy shit! Maybe I should have been playing him in the NHL. I mean, so far everything's working out the way I would like it to. So I'm not gonna make any changes. Of course, the NHL playoff round has been completed, and we are going to be facing the Washington Capitals. Yeah. The Washington Capitals, and funnily enough, in the Eastern Conference or in the Western Conference Finals in the AHL, it is Stockton versus Iowa, and in the NHL, it is Calgary versus Minnesota, which is very cool. We almost had a mirror conference finals from the NHL to the AHL. If Carolina had to beat Washington, we would have. So that's very interesting. Now, let's go take a look at what the updated stats look like for this team. Might as well. So 13 points from McKinnon, 11 from Cross, and 10 from Ritu. Chekovich still a point per game at 9. Foodie and Bodin at 8. Bowers and Smith at 7. Pillman, Harold, Boqvist at 6. DiPietro with 4. Ratcliffe with 3, as well as Lundberg. And then Ernie, Clegg, Gauthier with 2, and Koistinen with only 1 point, but it was an overtime winner, so you cannot complain about that. And Vic Ranger, 942 save percentage and 1.64 GAA and only 15 goals against with an 8-1 record so far in this postseason run. Holy shit, that's good. Damn. Okay. Alright, let's go and take a look at what this Washington Capitals team currently looks like. I don't know if we've played Washington recently or not. Ooh, they have Bill DiPietro's brother and Duke DiPietro. Okay. Duke DiPietro with Elias Lindholm and Josh Hosang makes up the top line. Then Yakov Vrana, Evgeny Kuznetsov, now who is 39. Damn, that's crazy. And Ladislav Balej rounds out their second line. Then they have Brody Yasina with Matej Bekar and Brady Tkachuk. And then Jeremy Bracco, Cody Glass, who's an 86 on the fourth line, and Antoine Bouchard. So I'm just trying to remember, did Elias Lindholm play for Moncton or was it Minnesota? I don't remember which series we had him in. I think it was Minnesota, because I think we had him for a little bit. But yeah, Picard, obviously a former Moncton Miist. We'll see if that backfires on us. Defensively, Daniil Chayka with, oh, this is not a strong decor. Daniil Chayka leads the way at an 83. Jeez, okay. Nicholas Ankvist, who's an 80 on the top pairing. Spencer Albert and Victor McCarty and Albert Sweeney and Salvador Armsden make out the decor. And Jan Bednar and Darius Legacy is the goaltending tandem. A pretty solid goaltending tandem. So, guys, let's see what happens in this series. Of course, again, we have home ice advantage. So, let's see how that helps us out, if it will at all. Washington definitely seems to be the best team we've played so far. So, let's see how it goes. Period number 1 of series number 3. Okay, we're down 3-1. Duke DiPietro gets the first goal of the DiPietro brothers. Man, what a conference final this would be if two brothers were playing against each other in the conference final. Terrence Cross opens up the series, but then back-to-back goals in short succession in about 2.5 minutes from McCarty, Balej, and DiPietro give Washington a 3-1 lead as we head into the second period. And we are now down 4-2. Balej scores on Ranger again, and Pillman brings us within 2 goals for this game. So we've got 20 minutes to score 2, and Nicholas Baudin helps out with that very fast, and so does Adam Boakfist. Okay, 40-second differential on those goals, and we now have a tie game, and Julien Gauthier makes it a 5-4 game. Holy shit, Moncton. Jesus Christ. We have the lead now. A power play for Moncton, okay. Unable to capitalize, but only a couple minutes remaining in this period. Another late power play, and how the hell do we come away with that game? That's actually crazy. 5-4 win. We somehow managed to get away with that game. That was not good, Washington. That was a for sure Washington Capitals win until the third period came around. That was crazy. Well, if that's any indication of how this series will go, that's terrifying. Let's go. Second period now. First period of game 2 now. Chekovich and McKinnon get our goals, and Armsden with a life killer with 12 seconds left scores a goal for Washington. Alright, we are out shooting them, and we are outscoring them. Second period of game number 2. We still have the lead in 3-2. Pillman and Tkachuk with the goals. We are getting outshot now, though. And Josh Hosang early in the period ties the game, but Harold, not too long after that, about 40 seconds later, gives us the lead, and then Balej, about a minute and a half later, gives them the tying goal, and then Chayka, the best defenseman on their team, gives them the 5-4 lead. So, holy shit, this series. Can we get back into this? Can we tie the game? Power play, maybe we can. Nathan McKinnon on the power play gives us more life as we force an overtime period. 35-30 are the shots, and we're going to overtime. Who gets the goal? I'm praying it's Moncton. We'll see. Oh, man, what a crazy game again. Holy shit, man, that's unreal. That was a hectic third period, and Liam Foudy with the goal on our 41st shot of the night. McKinnon with 2, Harold and Pillman each with a goal and an assist. And there we go, guys. A 2-0 series lead, and somehow, again, we get away with that game. That just should not have happened. We are going to the AHL Finals against the Calgary Flames. AHL team, of course, the Stockton Heat. But that's not the worry right now. Ooh, okay, a 2-0 series lead, guys. This is looking good. We have a record of 10-1 right now through the postseason. Now in Washington, though. This one will be interesting. Let's go. First period of Game 3. It is 1-1. Maxwell Ritu and I think it was Victor or Vince McCarty or McCarthy, however you want to say it. We are doubling their shots, but we are in this game very tightly. So let's go. Second period now, and it is 4-1 for Washington. Picard gets his first goal of the series, then Hosang and Chayka with the goals as well. So not looking good for your Moncton Miist as we trail by 3 heading into the third period. And yeah, Kuznetsov makes it 5-1. Ritu makes it a little bit more of a respectable game, but I just don't think we have enough time to pull this off, unfortunately. 6 minutes to go, and I mean, we are totally outplaying them. Unfortunately, Vic Ranger is just struggling in net tonight, and holy shit. Yeah, Vic Ranger is struggling against Washington so far. Jan Bednar, though, with a great game. And yeah, this is not good. I mean, I had mentioned in the last series that Vic Ranger was standing on his head. Was hoping it was going to continue that way. But I mean, his stats are still pretty good, but they have taken a big dip so far against the Washington Capitals here. So let's continue on. Of course, we're up 2-1 still though. So luckily we have the series lead, and let's see if we can make it a 3-1 lead as we head back to Moncton. That would be the ideal situation. Come on, Vic Ranger, redeem yourself. I believe in you, buddy. Let's go. First period, it is 1-1. Armsden and Pillman with the goals. We are outshooting them again. Second period now, it is 2-1 for Moncton. A shorty from Terrence Cross. That is a huge goal. And let's go. Third period, we're up by 1. We're outshooting them now. I don't think we were when we started the period. A power play for Washington. They do not score. Power play for Moncton. We do score. Liam Foudy on the power play makes it a 3-1 game, and that is big. That is a very, very big goal. And looking like that may be enough to close out this game. 2 minutes to go. Lundberg with a empty netter to make it 4-1, and there we go, Vic Ranger. 31 saves is what you like to see. Terrence Cross with a goal and assist to become the second star in that game. So, I was getting a little worried there. A very tight series so far in the conference finals over in the West. Let's see, how is our AHL team doing so far? We are down 2-0 in the series in the Calder Cup final. How cool would it be if we get to win a cup and on both teams to end off this series? That would be unreal. All right, let's go, guys. First period of game number 5. We have a 3-1 series lead. We've got 3 chances to close out this series. Can we do it? First period, nothing. 0-0. 11-6 are the shots in favor of Moncton. Let's go. Second period now, and we're up 2-0. Ritu and Foudy with 2 huge back-to-back power play goals. We're out shooting them 29-13. Holy. And this is looking good to potentially end off this series, guys. Can we do it, though? That is the question. A power play goal. We are so far 2 for 2 on what I've seen for power plays. Unfortunately, we don't score there, but it's not too much of a worry for me. As Terrence Cross gets goal number 3 of the game, we have surpassed 40 shots. Maxwell Ritu gets the second of the game. And we are going to be going to the Stanley Cup final once again, ladies and gentlemen. 44-19, 4-0 win. That was a game to end off that series. Our top line combines for 9 points and 7 hits. Damn. Okay, that is very, very exciting. We might as well follow along with the AHL a little bit because we are down 3-0. Let's see, will we get swept in the Cup final? We are going to the next round, of course, and we will get swept in the AHL. And we get to face the Minnesota Wild, so I was going to say it would be cool if we get to face Calgary and see if maybe we could redeem ourselves, but unfortunately we will not be able to. So, how crazy is this? The 2 series I'm doing right now, we get to face each other in the last series, or the last series of this series. That is going to be awesome. Of course, we're not going to do it in this episode, though. We're going to do it in the next one. But let's take a look at what the points look like so far for this team. So 20 points from McKinnon and Cross, 18 from Ritu, 12 from Foudy, Chekovich, and Beaudin, 11 from Pillman, 9 from Bowers, Harold, and Boakvist, 7 from Smith, 4 from Lundberg, Ernie, DiPietro, and Gauthier, and then 3 from Ratcliffe, 2 from Coyston and Clegg. And then goaltending, Vic Ranger stats definitely got a little bit better as that series went on. So yeah, still pretty solid nonetheless. 12-2-0 this postseason. Unreal. Yeah, let's just go and take a look around the league really right now, just to see what's going on out there. I would like to take a look at the points right now. So Austin Matthews of the Minnesota Wild is currently leading the way in points, although, I mean, he's played 3 more games and us, only has 1 more point than the 20 points on our team. So Lindholm played very well for the Caps. Unfortunately, they don't get to move on, though. Same thing for Hosang, really. Neal, we did not play him, but he was doing pretty well as well. And, I mean, by the end of this postseason, I'm guessing our top line will probably be all in the top 4, if not top 5. Who else is there from Minnesota? Cedric Hay, who's an 89 overall. Whew, man, I'm a little nervous now, guys. This is going to be a sick story just for me because my 2 series get to go against each other really here in 2032. Quickly, I'd like to take a look at the Minnesota Wild lines, and then we'll probably move on to end this episode because I would like to do the Minnesota series, or I'd like to do the Cup final in the next one. Ooh. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good team. Victor Olofsson, Austin Matthews, and Cedric Hay. Akil Thomas with Marco Rossi and Cali Tomarnez, who is a player we looked at in this series. Jason Robertson, Gabe Velarde, Tyler Lowry, Corbin Barofi, Adrian Kempe, and Yanni Kuokkanen. Then Zach Werenski with Brendan Loynes, Kaden Korczak, and Sam Girard, and Billy Heinola, and Nils Lundqvist. And the goaltending is Earl Weston and Tim Pominville. So definitely going to be facing our biggest challenge yet in Minnesota in the next episode, guys. I'm very, very excited for that. So I'm going to record it immediately after this. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.